Hello, and welcome to another episode of No More Distractions podcast. Today, I want to talk to you about how we can embrace our uniqueness to overcome our fears to take action towards achieving our dreams. It is interesting because we are more in control than we think. Hello, and welcome to another episode of No More Distractions podcast. Have so much to offer to this world, but often we are scared to take a leap of faith and try something new. We may not be sure how to convert our thoughts and dreams into reality, or we may be held back by various types of fears. Fear can create paralysis and stress, leading into overthinking and making it difficult for us to move forward. Some common types of fear that hold us back include the fear of failure, the fear of judgment from others, and fear of the unknown. But in order to overcome our fears, we need to take action. We can get past paralysis mode when we are breaking things down into smaller, more manageable steps and by setting achievable goals. We can also try visualization techniques where we energetically think about the outcome we want to achieve and then take actions towards that. Personally, as somebody that loves managing their time and being efficient, I believe in the power of planning and using quick to-do lists to organize our thoughts. But the most important step is to actually take action and realize that there was nothing to be afraid of all along. I would like to share a personal story about my journey and how I got where I am today. When I decided to come to the US for school, it seemed like a crazy dream that I did not know how to achieve. My family couldn't afford to pay for my tuition, and it felt unattainable. But I didn't give up. I started breaking it down into smaller steps and approaching it little by little. I sacrificed a lot of my leisure time during high school to take extra English classes and do everything I can to build up my portfolio. I sought advice from mentors and researched which schools I should be applying to. I didn't know how I was going to be successful when I started, but the more I was trying, the path slowly started appearing right in front of me. I met new people who supported me along the way, and after 3 years of really hard work, I was offered a full tuition scholarship to a great engineering school in the tri-state area. I was thrilled and almost could not believe it, but it made sense after all the effort I put in. I share this story not to brag, but to show you that if you could follow a similar process and work ethic, you can achieve anything. You can start with something small and practice. And soon you will build the confidence and trust in the process. Don't let fear paralyze your efforts. Take action and trust the path that unfolds. Remember that success is not overnight, but a journey that requires practice, perseverance, and hard work. Finally, I know that the fear of judgment from others and the fear of failure is usually what is holding us back from what we are really meant to be doing. It's time to break free from fear and embrace our unique value. We have to take action in order to achieve our dreams. I personally have struggled a lot with the fear of judgment from others. When I was young, I was always worried about what others would say about what I wear, how I act, what I do or say. And I would really struggle being present because of that. I was so worried that it would take me hours to get ready and get out of the house. Fitting in was on top of my list. However, being obsessive about what others would think would not allow me to fully unfold who I am and let loose. If I were able to watch myself from above, I would see a person that was scared and not being authentic. I would often catch myself being in social settings and overthink so much that I was not able to make true connections. I would get mad with myself because in-person and authentic connections is what my heart truly desires. One day, I realized that self-doubt was holding me back and I needed to make a true effort and change things. It was really holding me back from sharing my genuine thoughts and desires, and also from making new connections with people. I then started taking action and focused back on my yoga practice. I also started planning outfits from the day before so I don't need to get overwhelmed the day off. I started surrounding myself with people that lift me up and point out things that loved about me. I then slowly started seeing that I did not have to fit in to be accepted. What was more important and appreciated was being myself anyways. After taking action and lots of practice, I started noticing the difference, especially in social settings. I started feeling more connected with myself and others. I started being more decisive and getting ready faster. I felt more aligned and in flow. If my story was not inspirational enough, I got another one for you, and it's from J.K. Rowling, the author of the Harry Potter series. Before she became a successful author, she faced numerous rejections from publishers for her manuscript. She had also gone through a difficult divorce and she was a single mother. Despite the challenges she faced, Rowling continued to work hard and take actions towards her goals. She used her fear of failure as motivation to work harder and improve her writing. Eventually, she was able to secure a publishing deal, and the Harry Potter series became a worldwide book. In a commencement speech at Harvard University, Rowling shared her experience with failure and how it taught her valuable lessons about the importance of perseverance and taking action. She stated, "It is impossible to live without failing at something, unless you live so cautiously that you might as well not have lived at all, in which case you have failed by default." Rowling's story is a great example of how taking action in the face of fear can lead to success and personal growth. Many of us have been raised in cultures that value perfectionism, and this can lead to a fear of failure that holds us back in many aspects of our lives. We often believe that if we can't do something perfectly, it's not worth doing it at all. We avoid taking risks, trying new things, and putting ourselves out there because we're afraid of failing short of our own expectations, or worse, the expectations of others. The truth is that fear of failure can be incredibly limiting. It can prevent us from exploring our passions, pursuing our dreams, and experiencing new things. But it is important to remember that failure is a natural part of the learning process. We rarely succeed at something at the first time, and that's okay. When we embrace the possibility of failure, we open ourselves up to new opportunities for growth and development. It is important to give ourselves the permission to make mistakes and learn from them instead of being paralyzed by the fear of getting it wrong. Finally, it's crucial to take a step back and observe ourselves as if we were third-party watchers. This allows us to see what's holding us back and recognize the fears that keeps us from being our true selves. It's only by confronting our insecurities that we can begin to make real changes. We can surround ourselves with people who encourage and uplift us and engage in activities that make us feel more aligned with ourselves. When we take action and practice consistently, we can break free from our limiting beliefs and find the courage to be our true selves. So let's take a deep breath in, acknowledge our fears, and commit to taking one step at a time towards our most authentic and fulfilling lives. Don't let fear hold you back. Go out there and make your dreams a reality. To learn more about Namaste City and this podcast, please visit namastecitylife.com and feel free to drop us a message by visiting the Contact Us page. You can follow Namaste City on Instagram or Facebook. If you have not already done so, please go to Spotify or Apple Podcasts and subscribe, rate, and review this podcast. Thanks for listening to No More Distractions by Namaste City, hosted by me, Sonia.